Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to be taking a look at the Sony Enya guitar. This is one of the most interesting electric guitars that I've seen in the recent years, and it's actually super impressive. I was actually surprised when I played this. I immediately felt like this was a high quality electric guitar, and the features that it offers are actually like no other guitar that I've seen before as well. This is definitely an electric guitar that's worth checking out. And the price point is very, very good as well. It's got some features like no other electric guitar that I've seen before, and they're actually kind of useful. It's got a built-in speaker with effects inside as well, so you don't have to plug in this electric guitar. It can be used kind of like an acoustic, but it's an electric. You're getting electric guitar sounds unplugged without any amps. But this guitar can do much more than that. It can actually plug in to a regular amp with a patch cord. It's a carbon fiber guitar. It's actually very light. So let's get right into it. Let's take a look at some of the features that this electric guitar has. I'm going to go through a couple impressive specs with this guitar. Now this guitar is a carbon fiber composite. And I really like the material. I really like the look of it. It's a matte black, but it's also very comfortable with the neck, very smooth. And the weight of it is also perfect. It's not too heavy, it's not too light. I find the construction of the guitar very solid. Now the neck is also another impressive spec as well. It's an asymmetrical neck. So it's a little bit bigger at the first position, and then it slims off to the higher frets. So this allows for really comfortable playing in the higher frets. When you're doing solos or chords, the neck feels fantastic. There's two Alnico humbucker pickups. There's a 10-watt speaker. There's two knobs for the volume. So one of them is volume controlling the speaker and the effects within the speaker when you're unplugged. And then the other one is the volume knob for the guitar when it's plugged in. There's a 3-way toggle switch between the bridge and neck pickups. So we have 3 ports to plug into. We have the USB-C jack, the 1/4-inch jack, and then we also have the headphone jack. It's got a very unique truss rod that I've never seen before. You actually put the pin inside of the little hole in the truss rod, and then you just turn it and it cranks the truss rod. So that is a fantastic feature. You don't have to undo the neck to get to the truss rod. So the playability of this guitar is actually fantastic. I'd consider doing gigs with this guitar. You can actually just plug into your pedals, same way that you would with a regular guitar. The speaker is just another option that it gives you. Now, when it comes to the sound as well, you've got some humbuckers. There's no noise with these pickups, and they actually sound really, really nice. Now, I really like the tone that comes out of the amp as well. So some of the features that you won't find anywhere else is really coming down to this volume knob here. This volume knob actually gives you different effects. Every time you press on it, it gives you a different effect coming through the speaker. So that is the first option that they give you with the effect. Now, nice, clean with a little bit of reverb. The next one that you go to is the blue light, and you can actually see a little light inside the volume knob here. And this is your second effect. Now, this gives you a bit of a distorted sound, perfect for blues kind of stuff. Here's the third effect. This one is a little bit more distorted, a little bit more for heavy rock style. So a little bit more heavy rock style. Now these effects are meant obviously for the speaker. If you're playing with an acoustic player or playing, you know, unplugged, you want to practice unplugged, this is the effects that you're getting through the speaker. And the last effect is the heavily distorted one. If you're playing shredding kind of style and other styles that require this kind of distortion. All right, now we're going to test out the app and we're going to customize our effects. So let's go ahead and connect the Nova Go Sonic guitar to this app here. That was really quick, so super quick connection to the app. Now we have some presets here that we can edit from. So I'm going to take the Waves preset here and let's go edit. And now, as you can see here on the screen, we have the amplifier. So this is able to turn the volume up, turn the master up. You can edit the bass, middle, treble. Then we could go to the equalizer for even more customizable options. Now let's mess around with the chorus here. So let's see what happens when we turn that up. So as you can tell, the chorus increases as I change it on the app. So that's really cool. You get that deep chorus. Next one, let's do some reverb. We can really go in with some long reverb here. Some really nice reverb. And that's all very customizable. You can have very little if you want. So that is awesome. So we have a lot of options here to customize. And then we can just go ahead and save the preset here. Now we can go to the overdrive presets, and we have 4 different ones here as well. That's a Texas one. Whisper, a little bit more distortion with some delay. That's really nice. A little bit of a blues kind of thing, swamp blues. That's very different. That's cool. That's an awesome sound there as well. Now we go into our distorted sounds here. And all of these presets are actually very customizable. You can add more gain, you can EQ the effect, you can add reverb, add delay. So there's so much that you can do with these. Now, when you select these on the app, this will go with your 4 presets that are within the guitar. So when you click the green on the guitar, which is your first effect, unplugged, the effect that you edited and saved will be the effect that will go for your first effect on the guitar, unplugged. And then same with all the other ones. We have 4 choices, right? We have the clean, overdrive, distortion, and high gain. And however you edit those, that's how it'll stay within the guitar when it's unplugged. Now, if you're using the app, you can kind of like, edit as you go and customize it, in between songs or something like that. But if you want something that's solid, that's going to stay like that, you can just go ahead in the app, customize it, and then leave it, and then you're good to go. And it'll be saved within the guitar. I would recommend this guitar for anyone who may need a guitar like this, where you don't feel like bringing an amp. You can bring it to a campfire, you bring it to a party, that type of thing. And you actually don't even need to plug in. All you got to do is carry a little case. You're set to go. You don't need a big amp. If your friends are playing acoustic and you're like, more of an electric player, and I want to play electric, but you don't feel like bringing that big bulky amp and those chords and all that, this is probably your answer. I mean, if you want to really shred in front of your friends and stuff like that at a party or at a gathering, and you don't like to shred on acoustic guitar, this is the guitar basically this is the only guitar that I've ever seen that can do that. Now, it actually gives you that option. Now, I would say this is a great invention for a lot of people. Now, people that play professionally, or if you're just a hobbyist and you like to jam with people, you don't always want to bring an amp. Or if you want to bring an amp, you can bring the biggest amp ever and plug it into it as well. So there's so many options with this guitar.